Nice to find some gold in the bedrock.
With Mitch and Brennan managing the day-to-day operations, Parker checks the progress in the cut.
We're having a pretty hard time just figuring out what to take and what not to take. Like, for me, it's just making sure that we get as much gold out of the ground as we can.
Parker's usual mining method involves removing a layer of mud or overburden to reveal the gold-bearing gravel or paper beneath. But now he's panning the next layer, the bedrock, to see if it's worth trying to sluice gold from this more solid material.
So there's some in there. Right there is the biggest one. If I'm looking for a good spot, you usually want at least 10 flakes or so. There's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. At that rate, we're gonna be leaving behind, you know, hundreds of ounces of gold. I just need to talk to Mitch and Brennan.
Parker's found enough gold in the bedrock to convince him it's worth sluicing.
What do you got going on, buddy?
Look at how nice this bedrock is. You guys have seen me panning all over the place in here. There's obviously some gold here.
Bedrock's way harder on the flange.
But that was 3 feet in the bedrock, Brennan. You want to throw this away?
I really don't want to be sending some of this bigger stuff up to the wash plant there because we're trying to keep that thing in one piece.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't want to be wandering around and wondering, are we doing this right or wrong? If we can sluice more material that has gold in it, why not? I'd like to do a good test, like a full shift. Normally I can get a pretty good feel by panning of that we're taking, you know, the stuff that has the gold in it. Ultimately, the best way to figure it out is to just run a test of just the bedrock.
You look at how sharp and jagged all this is. You know, there's a big difference between running a round river rock, something like this. This is gonna be a whole lot easier on things than something sharp.
How's the test going? Are we gonna find lots of gold?
We found lots of big rocks. We smoked one rock truck tire, blew a sidewall out. And we had like pretty decent road in there, but just...
There's $4,500. But you can just run it through the sluice box.
Gold expert Chris Dumit is cleaning the mats that capture the gold, so they can start the 12-hour bedrock test with a clean plant.
Bree's gonna fire it off, run pure bedrock, and see what that ground holds. You know, it's gonna have to have a pretty good amount of gold in it to make it worth our while.
We good?
Fired up!
We paid $500,000 for this piece of ground, and we need to get every last flake of gold that we can off of it.
We have never gone this deep before. Mitch and Brendan don't think that this is gonna really pay off, but there could be a lot of gold in this.
Hey, Bree, what's wrong?
No way!
Hopper's jammed.
Just shut the conveyor down. To me, that's a nasty bit of bedrock.
Large chunks of bedrock have jammed the hopper feeder.
I can kick it. This bedrock.
Did it rip the belt, or is it just jammed up?
He got it. Parker kicked it.
Despite the easy fix, new co-foreman Mitch is getting tired of the setbacks.
Man, I don't know why you got a smile on your face every time we do this. This is what happens. You run that couple extra feet, how much is all this downtime costing us? It's unreal.
Mitch, everything's fine. It was just some bedrock in the hopper. It's all good. No damage. But yeah, everything looks fine. Bree, you can fire back up.
After 12 hours sluicing,
That was a long day.
it's time to find out if the bedrock holds enough gold to be worth running.
Well, I hope I'm not wasting everybody's time by doing this bedrock test. You know, we've got so much ground to get through. We just can't afford any downtime. And basically, if there's no gold in this bedrock, this is downtime.
See if there's any gold in it. Chris is all set up here.
Is he doing another pan?
Yeah.
Is that out of one pan?
What? Yeah, I just scooped some stuff out of there.
You know, I knew there was going to be gold in it. I wasn't expecting to see this much, but we won't know until we get it on the scale.
I really don't know what to expect here. I mean, Dooman will clean it up and we'll find out what we've got.
For the additional bedrock to be good, it needs to pay better than what we've been running because it's so hard on the machines to dig it out. It's so hard on the plant.
But on the flip side of that, the stripping's paid for already.
Yeah, but the blown up tires aren't and the broken wash plants aren't. So, I mean, I think there's just a real fine line.
The whole reason for this is just making sure the cuts are clean. I don't want to destroy plants. I don't want to destroy anything. Let's see what Dooman comes up with. We'll sit down, we'll drink a beer, we'll fight it out.
I like that.
I'll see you guys at the gold room.
All right, sounds good.
Well, what's the verdict, boys?
Yeah, how's it going?
Is there any gold in that test?
For Parker and his new foreman, it's time to find out if the bedrock test was worth it.
You know what I did? I covered it. I didn't measure it. I didn't look at it. It's going to be a surprise to everyone.
The great bedrock audit of 2019.
So I'll go get the beast, and you guys can start haggling.
So, okay, before we get this on the scale, we got to figure out, like, how many ounces do we need here to make it worthwhile?
I know that we all have differing opinions on what is a measure of success here or failure or whatever. For me, it should be 12 ounces, an ounce an hour. But you look at the area of that cut, we're talking about leaving behind like hundreds and hundreds of ounces of gold over the course of the season, right?
Yeah.
I want to get it on a scale and then have this conversation, really.
Okay, wait up.
Going on a scale?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we
4
got?
ounces.
4.
On the dot, man. 4.00.
It's only a third of Parker's target, worth just $5,600.
Ooh.
4 ounces. At that, we aren't making money. So we're not going to be sluicing piles of bedrock.
You know, you got to test things, right? And that's what we did there.
Oh, yeah.